Everyone. It was very exciting to see the rapid progress we've seen in how the New Energy team has brought a concept to life today. So please join me in giving one more round of applause there. I'd also like to share a few of the things we've been doing in ARBL. Now, the last 2 years have absolutely been disruptive, whether it's the pandemic, supply chain challenges, you name it. I think we've dealt with it all. And we've definitely learned that regardless of what scenario plays out, we're resilient and we're able to not only persevere, but find the best way to seize opportunities. And that's exactly what we did over the last, this previous term. And as ARBL, whether it's industrial business, automotive, or international business, we've broken many milestones. And happy to share that we've also, after setting out and making it a target, crossed $1 billion in sales. Now, that being said, it also opens up a wealth of a requirement in starting out new strategies, seeking new targets, and growing each business and differentiating as once before. Now, the way we'll be sharing the updates of the business today will be through a video, through an AV. Before we get into that, I just wanted to share that as we're already present in 45 plus countries, we're continuing to grow, expanding our reach, and as our chairman had mentioned earlier today, expanding our footprint as well. Whether it's pan-India or globally, I think we've opened our minds to making sure that we have that expansion in mind. We've also started many digital initiatives this year, which we'll elaborate on. We've embraced technology in our product, in our manufacturing process, and now with taking up these digital initiatives in both, whether it's back-end processes, whether it's customer relationship management, it'll really enable us to grow at a pace that will help us reach our goals. You're all aware that we are demerging the battery components business from Mangal and bringing it into the fold of ARBL to seek or to capture great synergies and ultimately improve our flow of operations, which will then, of course, contribute to our product margins. This is an ongoing process. It's going smoothly, and the teams have been very cooperative in making sure it's seamless. Now, before we start the video, I'd like to ask Rajesh, VK, Indy, and CNN to join me, please. Let's run the video, please. If I can please have VK come up and speak on the industrial business.
Thank you, Harsh. Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I think it was a brief statistics which has been shown for last 1 minute on industrial. Actually, I would like to take a minute or two to explain what does it mean to all of us at macro level. I'm sure all of you are having your phones and you must be checking the signals always, whether signal is coming or not. So the signals, whatever you are getting, 1 out of 2 chances are that they are actually backed up by our own VRLA batteries. That means, thank you. Also, you would be doing a lot of digital transactions, be it Google Pay, Paytm, Phone Pay, or whatever it is, or your WhatsApp. So you are receiving data, sending data, so you would be more afraid of how this data is actually getting secured. So, based on these statistics, there is 3 out of 4 chances that your data is protected by Amara Raja VRLA batteries. Not just that. In fact, way back in 1993, when we introduced the railway air conditioning coaches with a lot of difficulties, and today, I'm sure you are all traveling in the AC 3-tier, 2-tier, or first AC coaches. In that, even during the train is actually in the stoppage in the railway stations, your cooling is never off. The cooling is continued. The cooling is provided by the batteries. So there is either 1 in 2 or 1 in 3 chances that they are all provided by Amara Raja batteries. So that's the kind of penetration we got into the lives of people. And it is not just that. Now we are also entering into hundreds of microgrids in Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, where the RESCOs, the renewable energy sellers, are actually taking the support of our batteries to provide the power to the deep rural areas through the microgrids. So there are hundreds of installations where our batteries are actually being provided. Whether grid is there or not there, actually they have the power. That's a kind of a new market actually venturing, and we are entering into that market for the last few years, and I think we are expanding into that. So for all these things, whether it is VRLA or lithium, we have to be there, and then hence, if you have seen one of the announcements we made is that we are launching our lithium batteries as well for all these applications. So that's the milestone we'll be seeing soon. A lot of pilot studies are going on right now for all these applications. It's not just that. We are also expanding into these batteries into new markets in US and Europe. In fact, one of the biggest energy storage system in Nigeria for one of the biggest universities, more than 16 megawatt hour power is actually provided by our Amara Raja batteries, which is Amaran Volt batteries. So a big hand to the people who have actually done this. It's not only that. Against a lot of tubular batteries being supplied from India, our VRLA batteries stand out in the Nigerian HUPS market. People demand and ask for our batteries and take it for their home application UPS systems. That's the kind of image we have in the market abroad. I think with this, I'm sure we are betting for big shots in these markets, and we'll be growing in the next few years in all these export markets with lead acid and with lithium batteries in a big way. Thank you very much. Thank you, Harsha.
If I can please have Rajesh come and share some thoughts.
Good afternoon, everyone. On the automotive front, starting in 2000, in the last 2 decades, it's been a dream run as far as our automotive batteries is concerned. It's a dream run that actually any company can aspire for. During this period, Amaron batteries, from a state of zero, actually became the market leader in India. It's a market leader today in both the 4-wheeler and 2-wheeler aftermarket batteries. Going forward, we are looking at $1.5 billion business in automotive, in domestic only. That's the kind of business growth we are looking at. Few of the initiatives that we are taking. One, launch of a strategic brand, Elito. I would request Harsha to unveil the brand. It's a new brand, strategic in nature, which is going to get launched next month. The second big thing that we are looking at is venturing into new product categories in the automotive space, but beyond batteries. And the first in that space we are looking at is our entry into lubricants. Lubricants, which is at this point of time a 38,000 crore market, primarily driven by brand and channel. And the kind of channel, the kind of strength that we have created in India, we are pretty sure that in the coming few years, we will be able to garner around 1,000 crore business out of this space. And this is not going to be this is not where we are going to stop. This is first in the category, and we are going to take it forward to other product categories. We have already started researching the fit between other product categories and our business. And the third thing, digitizing the entire sales and the customer journey. We have looked at from the production point of view, we have digitized everything with SAP HANA. However, when it comes to the customer journey, that was something that we have left it. But we are starting to digitize this entire space with the launch of CRM, which is going to start, the implementation is going to start from next month, and in a span of a year or two, we are going to digitize the entire customer journey, our entire field operations, which is going to make the complete operations to field to customer entirely digitized. With all these initiatives, we are pretty sure that the plan that we have set for $1.5 billion for domestic is going to be a reality pretty soon. Thank you.
To talk a bit more on our international growth and strategy, please, Indy, if you can come share.
Thank you, Harsha. Respected founder chairman, my senior colleagues, and dear Amarajians. After the plethora of high-powered announcements and launches, I think anything else will pale, and I'm sure you are numbed by the unveiling and the announcements happening since morning. However, it is exciting for me to share a bit more about our international business and our initiatives therein. Harsha has mentioned about our presence in 45 plus international markets. You already know that we produce in India and export over 3 million batteries. This year we'll be exporting 3.4 million automotive batteries to the international markets, which are mostly in the Indian Ocean rim, spanning 3 continents, Africa, Asia, and Australia. And we are clocking 1,000 crore plus rupees at this point of time. All this has been achieved on one singular advantage, I would say, which is our product quality and the design, which has delivered the promise of our brand lasts long, really long. Our competitors, our distributors, our end customers, everybody in the ecosystem acknowledge the fact that Amaron automotive batteries are the best in the world. A big hand to our design teams, to our manufacturing teams, and of course the sales and marketing and the SCM teams which are supporting this endeavor thus far. Leveraging this reputation that we have built in the marketplace, and also I want to note that Amaron automotive batteries and Amaron other products, including our industrial products, have single-handedly transformed the acceptance of international customers for made in India automotive products as a category itself. We should be very proud that the Atmanirbhar, which is a favorite of our current Prime Minister, has been started with the Amara Raja journey long time ago. And the Made in India products have enhanced the reputation, Amaron products have enhanced the Made in India reputation. And leveraging this strength of our product design, of our product quality, and the brand acceptance, and the current brand penetration, we are embarking on a new journey, on an aggressive journey. We are targeting to expand our footprint from the current 45 markets to 80 plus markets, and from 3.4 million batteries to 13 million batteries, and entering into 3 new continents, which is North America, South America, and Europe, and clock 5,000 crore rupees in sales in the next 5 years. Please, gentlemen, wish us all Godspeed in this journey. We all know that we already have a subsidiary incorporated in the Middle East, ARBL ME, and we have 5 personnel based in Dubai as a part of our international team. And this team focuses on the Middle East, Africa, and the CIS countries. And we are planning to get more feet on the ground in 5 other geographies like Australia, America, Europe, South America, and other markets as well. And we are also targeting market leadership. Rajesh has mentioned market leadership in the domestic market. We are targeting market leadership in 10 international markets in the next 5 years. We are close to leadership in at least 3 markets even currently. On the drawing boards are a subsidiary in North America, possible manufacturing and finishing facilities overseas, and we want to start our journey on the way to what we call the first $1 billion in the international markets. Thank you all.
I'd now like to ask CNN to come not only further elaborate on the recycling plant, but also give us an outlook on manufacturing operations.
Thank you, Harsha. Good afternoon to all. So what you have seen in the video is state-of-the-art battery and plastic recycling plant. It's going to be first of its kind in India with the desulfurization process, meeting the global environmental standards. So as you have seen in the slides, it will be operational by FY24. And soon we'll also be setting up a similar plant, maybe a bigger plant in a northern location to meet the BWMR rules and regulations. As mentioned by Harsha, in the last 2 years, despite all the challenges and threats arised out of external factors, the teams on the shop floor, with the support from engineering, marketing, service teams in the field, QA, HR, all group functions and support functions, have been doing commendable job to overcome all these challenges and also to maximize the throughput, enhancing the capacities in both two-wheeler and four-wheeler by adding new lines on our own without the help of technicians from abroad due to pandemic, and also to improve the overall efficiency of the operations to improve our both the top and bottom line, converting every threat into opportunity. Going forward, to further excel in our manufacturing operations, we are working on a blueprint to implement digitalization, data analytics into the shop floor operations, to have real-time visibility into the information, data, to take very proactive decisions, and also extending TPM initiatives to all the plants, and also implementing initiatives like self-managing teams, and many new initiatives on the sustainable front. So there are many new initiatives we have been doing, but these are the highlights. And I take this opportunity to congratulate and thank all the teams of all functions in ARBL, including the group companies, for their support and for their contribution, hard work and commitment in these tough times. A big round of applause to all of us. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So ladies and gentlemen, you've heard from the leaders on stage here about our ambitions and plans going forward. On the industrial front, not only will we be working with new technologies and chemistries and solidifying our market shares locally, but new markets are being entered. And as I'll take the opportunity to speak on behalf of VK, right? Industrial itself will be $1 billion business in the years to come. As Rajesh has put it, not only will our domestic market share continue to grow, we will also be leveraging our channel and brand to make a multi-product, multi-segment company of ARBL, which we've shown a new brand, we've shown a new product, and it won't stop from there. And India has also elaborated on our international ambitions and how that will also reach more, not just more geography, but we'll also be looking at market leadership in some of those key geographies. And that too will be at a scale where we can also look at $1 billion. So we took these many decades to reach the first billion. I don't think we're in a stage where we can talk about the next billion, but we're talking about the next few billion. So please join me in wishing the gentleman on stage and the rest of the executive team good luck and best of luck in getting there. Okay, thank you, gentlemen. I think we can take our leave.
Thank you everyone for the announcements. Now let us take a look at the developments at other BUs. Can we please play the AV? business announcements. Now it is time for the session we all have been waiting for. Let us welcome Mr. Ashish Vidyarthi, who is India's leading motivational speaker, a national award-winning actor and life coach. Mr. Vidyarthi believes that human beings are in this world for a higher purpose. This belief has led him to teach, develop, inspire, and ignite more than 1 million people with his talks and shows. Fueled with an unrelenting passion for empowering people, leadership, and successful businesses, he works with them to amplify their communication, purpose, and confidence that can cause an influential impact on the world. Mr. Vidyarthi brings unique perspectives gained from working in over 200 films across 11 different languages and diverse cultures to organizations, empowering them to unleash the untapped potential of their employees. Please put your hands together for the one and only Mr. Ashish Vidyarthi.
Namaskar. Welcome. Thank you so very much. I see one large, colorful group. And for some reason, I don't want to stand here. Is it okay if I come towards you? Is it all right? You know, at this very moment, the people who are in charge of the camera, they are really upset with me. But I'm sorry. I'll just come right in the beginning. I'll go back there also at some point. I just want to say, Namaskar. Namaskar, sir. Namaskar, everybody. It's been an absolute joy. You know, last evening I came over to your place. I have been a satisfied customer for a few years of that green thing that doesn't need water, which is in your car. So I've been a satisfied customer thanks to some amazing personnel here. And I have been in touch with Mr. JK over the years. We could manage to meet and come here this time, but I'm very excited. Now, I speak to many organizations, all right? I kind of keep doing that. That's part of my job. But one of the things that really inspires me is when I meet an organization which really has the pulse beat, which is very close to the heartbeat of each individual. Right at the beginning, I must tell you, this is what I met after I came here. I had heard a lot through him, but there's one thing hearing about somebody and then meeting the people. So since yesterday, I've been meeting people and I'm seeing the colors that he spoke to me about in detail, but I am seeing it vibrantly alive. So a round of applause for you, Amar Raja Group, for the amazing, pulsating life that you are creating every day. And we begin this pathway conversation. So, anybody has an idea what's a pathway conversation? What is a pathway conversation? Any idea? Any thoughts? What is a pathway? Anybody would like to hazard a guess? Pathway? Anybody wants to tell me what's a pathway? Road leading somewhere, very good. Okay. So do you know that we have met in life, and life has got 3 very interesting chances. So we are here celebrating 3 chances. So you will ask me what 3 chances, right? Yes or yes? Hello? Yes, thank you. I was just thinking that my voice is not reaching you. All right, fantastic. So there are 3 chances that we are going to talk about. Acha, listen guys, any one of you who is talking while I am talking, I want to remind you, I look a lot like that guy who plays villain roles. I just look a lot like him. All right. So we are here celebrating 3 chances, and I want to share with you 3 chances. Don't get very serious about it, but think about it. The first chance is that you and I were born. You know, we were born by chance. You may say, no, nothing. We are born by chance. Second is, thanks to COVID, we have realized that we are still alive by chance. See, right now we are laughing at it. Just a few months back, this was a serious topic. Ashish, don't joke about it. We already started laughing. First, we were born by chance. Second, we are still alive because a lot of good people did not make it. Yes or yes? So we are still alive. That's the second chance. And the third chance is, dear friend, that you and I meet today. You and I meet today. This is the culmination of the third chance, where I want you to really get that each of our lives is given birth each day as we do whatever that we do in our day. Today, I have the privilege of being there with you. And I am going to make this an amazing 1 hour. Are you ready for that? Yes or yes? I can't hear you, my friend. Yes or yes? Because I am very clear. As I power through life, my commitment is that I wish to create something extraordinary every moment in my life. You know why? Any idea? Because it's my life. Whose life? My life. That's it. It's not a question of your life. This is about my life, the person who's sitting in your chair. And therefore, dear friends, this conversation is about dreams beyond imagination. You know, each one of us loves to imagine things. We say imagine. But then we don't imagine big because it scares us, right? It scares us, correct? How can we imagine something too big? Well, we are amidst a set of people who are dreaming beyond imagination. How else could you think that somebody would come a few years back, come to a barren piece of land and set up something so amazing? Are we getting a sense of it? So this conversation is about that dream and the job of dreaming continuing. It's not a thing which is done. I hate stories which we only hear in past, but we don't see in practice. Tell me honestly, do you want to just read history or do you want to create history? Well, then creating history is all about dreaming beyond imagination. Making, can we read this together? 1, 2, 3. Making a brand of the unknown. When no one knows you and you go about creating some stuff. That has been created a few years back, yes or yes? There was one person who saw that one big dream. Yes? Now, do you know that when that person was seeing that dream, do you think there were other people who believed in him? I want to promise you one thing. When he was dreaming, that time others did not think it was possible. Otherwise, they would have gone and done it. It takes the passion of a human being, of a leader, who dreams big, things that others don't dare to. My invite at this moment is to look at this set of entrepreneurs. That's what I've seen in this powerful film of yours, where each person as part of this group is an entrepreneur and who gets one thing, that Amar Raja is one name no one knew of. At one point no one knew of, and guess what? Can we read this together? Thanks to you, this is a name that no one will forget. Please give a hand of applause for yourself. And one reason I want you to acknowledge yourself is that you get your role in seeing that this name is never forgotten. Because every amazing thing needs to be taken to the next level, my friend. Otherwise, it becomes history. Hello? You know, if anyone knows of fossils? You go to museums to see fossils, right? You know what? I decided many years back, I will not become a fossil till I die. And therefore, I may have done 250 plus films across 11 languages. Each day, I'm all about staying relevant, staying alive, staying and doing something which is valid for others. A quick question, Amar Raja Group. Do you see yourself as someone who is continuously needs to stay relevant? Yes or yes? Welcome to the real life, my friend. Welcome to real life, because in our life, every day is our job to stay relevant and being valuable to life. And therefore, this game is of the legacy. And each person here in this room is going to be responsible for the legacy continuing. A quick question to you all. Are you proud? Are you proud of what Amar Raja has gotten created into? I can't hear you. If you're really proud, now it is up to you. Because the next level and the levels that we have heard of right now, that level is only possible if you become the custodian of that future. Because past is done, my friend, past is done. Now it's the future, and therefore, I love this game because for me, this is what you are up to. Your game is about making lives better. It is not about telling tales about the lives that you bettered yesterday. It is about the next. And therefore, it is all about a story. Now, how interested can we be in any story? Mostly not too much, right? Except when it is, please read this together. When it is, can we read this together? Can't hear you. It's my story, my friend. This is not somebody else's story, somebody else who's sitting in the first 3 rows. This is whose story? My story. So I want you to pull this conversation towards you. Because this conversation is about that story, the person who's sitting in your chair. This conversation is about your dreams, about you feeling something amazing about your life. Will that inspire you if you do something amazing with your life? Yes or yes? Because I'm very clear, my friend, each one of us has that capacity to do something amazing with one's life. But I'll just quickly tell you something interesting. Most of us, when somebody asks us, how was your day? Do you know that amazing reply we give? How was your day? Routine. That person asks, how was your day? Routine. So we both routine and finish. In fact, if somebody says, how was your day? And that person says, amazing. You'll say, did you lose your job or what? Because, we are very smart. We are all very smart. We don't try to tell people good things are happening to us. We want to tell people it's tough, man. Because if we don't say it is tough, then people won't respect us. In fact, best of the facilities this company may be giving you, and then when somebody asks you, not in front of senior officers, personal life, somebody saying, you are having a good time. Invariably, the answer is, what good time? They make us work so hard. I've been listening to you, that's why I know this. See, it's a human tendency. All of us human beings do not want to say good things about our life. Because if we say good things, then somebody will say, oh, you are having a party. We don't want that. We want to give people a feeling we are working very hard. Therefore, the more successful you get, the more stiff your face becomes. Your face is like this. When you look at youngsters, you say, look at these youngsters, they're always smiling. One day they will become successful and they will become sad like me. My friends, I'm inviting you to a story in which you get, whatever be your age, the game that you are in is this. Can we read this together? 1, 2, 3. How hungry am I to live my story? Kitni bhook hai mujhe? Whatever be your age, my friend, I'm telling you, I'm 57 years old and I'm hungry to do something amazing with my life each day. My question to you is, tell me honestly, when you are hungry to do something amazing in your life, who can stop you? Hello? Because you are not living for somebody else. You are living each day for the hunger that you have for your excellence. Are you getting a sense of it? This is a self-drive program, my friend. You are in an amazing place. Now just imagine if in this amazing place you are self-driven and creating amazing results. So I begin with my story. Many people tell me that this photograph looks a lot like my son. He looks a lot like me, or probably I look a lot like him. Well, this is me a few years back. Any one of you from Delhi? Okay, one person. Two, okay, two people. So apart from these two, I can talk to all the rest of you. See, I have a problem with Delhiites. Let me, please don't mind, I got to tell you this. Because anywhere else, when somebody asks me, where are you from? I say, I'm from Delhi. People are impressed. Capital of India. Except a Delhiite. The moment I meet a Delhiite, the moment I say, I'm from Delhi, what will a Delhiite ask? Kahan se? Where from? Where from in Delhi? So I'll have to tell them, I'm from Lakshmi Nagar. And the moment I say Lakshmi Nagar, they will say, Jamna Par. Jamna Par. Did you see his hand? Just said Jamna Par. So let me educate you all. Delhi has one river. The name of the river is Yamuna. What is the name? But when you want to be disrespectful, you call it Jamna. And people like us who used to live across the Jamuna were called Jamna Par. In English, Trans Yamuna. Which meant the same thing. Derogatory in English. Trans Yamuna. Now, Delhi right now has become a very large-hearted place. Everybody from Jaipur to Agra, they are all part of Delhi NCR. Really. My friend has got a farm in Jaipur. He says, I got a farm in Delhi. I said, no, this is Jaipur. He says, no, this is Delhi NCR. But growing up in Delhi in the 70s and the 80s, I was in Jamna Par and I wanted to be an actor. I promise you, in North India, people are very politically incorrect. They continuously referenced me by the color of my skin. I didn't like it, but I could do nothing about it. They would keep calling. My mother, father had given me a name, but they would call me by the color of my skin and then joke that I'm from Jamna Par, and yet I wanted to be an actor. But I got one thing very, very clearly, my friend. If I let my dreams dependent on others who believe in me, then I'll have to wait for a lifetime. I got very soon, my friend, please listen to this very carefully. Can we read this together? 1, 2, 3. It doesn't matter where I came from, and read this line. 1, 2, 3. All of you have some Jamna Par of your life that you're ashamed of. You could have got better education, had a better background, had a better something, better this, better that. I am liberating you right now, my friend. I want you to know it doesn't matter where you came from. What matters is where you are headed, and that is what Amar Raja Group is all about. Yes. You come from a village whose pronunciation people can't do, but everyone all over this country knows the name of your brands. That is the power that you are. And therefore, yes, please clap for yourself, my friend. And remember, this clapping is for you and for your next game. Because in life, this is what came to me next. Does anybody understand Hindi here? It means death of a dog. Kutte ki maut. So I'll tell you why this come. Because this is the name of my first film for which I went to Mumbai. That time it was Bombay. How many of you are here has seen this film, Kutte ki maut? Acha, no one, huh? What, JK? They're not being kind to me. I'm their guest. Somebody should have said yes, no? Okay, I will let you into a secret. This, my first film, Kutte ki maut, never got made. Again, you're laughing at my broken dreams, huh? So I went to Bombay to make a film called Kutte ki maut, and that film never got made. I began my life and my career with a shattered dream. But one thing very interesting happened in that shattered dream. I got that life will not be stopped by a shattered dream. My friends, don't you have shattered dreams? Yes or yes? In your personal life, yes or yes? In your professional life, yes or yes? I'm inviting you. This universe is big enough for you to dream more. Dream bigger. Dream vaster and go about creating it. And it is in that period, one day, Saeed Mirza, my director, he didn't have the heart to tell me that, Ashish, the film that you have come to Bombay for is not being made. He one day looked at me and he said, I'll speak this in Hindi and then in English. He said, Bombay mein badbu aati hai? Does Bombay smell? I didn't know what to answer, but I still spoke whatever I wanted to. And I said, yes, aati hai. And he said, ye mehnat ke pasine ki badbu hai. This is the perspiration of hard work. My friend, from that moment on, as I was beginning my career as an actor, and acting, you know, is very, it's glitzy, right? I understood very quickly that that journey of mine, I will not be shy of perspiring. And I promise you, I connected with my dear parents who are hardworking people, and if you can connect with your people, get that any one of us has a background of people who worked hard for a living, and I will not be one who will not be one. And therefore, this is something which I stay connected to each day, and that is my hunger. Now, many of you here have arrived and achieved and done a lot in your life, and many of you are in a good place. But I want you to still stay connected to your hunger, or as I would call it, hunger amidst abundance. Even though there is a lot around you, imagine if you can stay connected to your hunger. Because when you do that, that's when this happens. That's when you get connected. Can we read this together? 1, 2, 3. I can't hear you. Connected to my passion, because passion is the differentiator, my friends. Any of the figures, any of the promises that you have heard, any of the game plan that you have heard can only be fulfilled with passion, not with ease. So make it comfortable and we will do it. That's not the game in life. The game is of connected to my passion, and that's who you are, Amar Raja. That's who you are. Look, you are so good at this point, and this is the time for you to stay awake. Because there are some other companies who will be working harder at this point. And that's why you staying connected to your hunger and your passion is the key. Are you getting a sense of what I'm sharing? This is essentially an alarm which said, very well, great, well done. What's the next line? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Yes, what next? Because that what next is going to determine the future. Not what has happened. What has happened is the past, my friend. What has happened in the past, and nobody's interested in that. Just a quick question. Anybody feeling giddy right now? No. Congratulations, yaar. You're traveling so fast, yet you're not feeling giddy. Remember, you're traveling on Earth, and Earth is moving. But you know why you aren't feeling giddy? Any idea why? Any guesses? Why aren't you feeling giddy even though you're traveling so fast, each one of us? Because we are on the earth. We are on the vehicle. So in this period of amazing change that's